Hi there, Sherry Schreiber of GettingBetter.com. And it's September. It's mid-September. And I'm thinking, boy, oh boy, the end of the year is coming sooner than we think. So it's going to be 2020 soon. 2020 vision. and I just wanted to reiterate something to you because I was thinking about this morning in terms of commitment. And most of us don't like commitment in a generalized sense. Don't think about this in context only of relationships, but in a generalized sense. We tend to shy away from commitment because commitment carries a demand with it that we have to stick with and stay with and be consistent with something. And I think this flies in the face of human nature for a lot of us. I'm not a terribly self-disciplined person. I mean, in some ways I am, but in a lot of ways I'm not. So I'm not the kind of person who's ever going to make a New Year's resolution. It just is never going to happen because I know that if I make up my mind to do something, once the novelty wears off, I may not want to keep following through with that activity. And then what will I do with that? Will I shame myself? Will I guilt myself? Will I beat myself over the head and say, what's wrong with me? Why can't I keep doing this activity that I've committed to? This is why gyms, workout gyms make so much money because they know, they factor in that many people who sign up for a gym membership are going to go a few times, maybe for a week or two, and then the novelty will wear off and all this investment they've made in their gym costumes and the money they've paid for that membership, they're not taking advantage of. It's just kind of going to go as a benefit to the company that's making that gym available to you. So, and I have some attention deficit issues. So that factors in a lot to my level of and capacity for commitment. So as the end of the year is approaching, and it's going to be 2020, I want you to start thinking in bigger terms. Have a little 2020 vision, and give yourself a break. My experience is that if I do a little something on the days I feel I can do it, that will benefit me, will in some way enhance my health, my well-being, whatever. And I try and be mindful of that. And if I feel up to it, I will follow through. Is far more effective for me than making a commitment to something. When I make a commitment to something, I feel like I'm standing over myself with a whip in my hand, forcing myself to do something because I've made this grand commitment to it. Okay. And again, I think this flies in the face of human nature for a lot of us. So you may recall I've done a couple videos on this human nature tool. I want to, I hope I can, rather than I should, I have to, I need to. And if you can change that inner dialogue, I need to, I have to, I should, to I'd like to, I want to, I hope I can, you're creating much more of a yes set inside of you, an element of receptivity to doing that activity. When you say I need to do something or I should do something, you're the critical, demanding parent standing over yourself with a whip in your hand. It's just human nature, okay? We all have a rebellious teenager inside of us that says, fuck you, I don't feel like it, or screw you, I'm not in the mood, right? And this is where a lot of procrastination in us comes from. This conflict inside we're commanding ourselves to do something, and there's a part of us, a big part of us, a rebellious adolescent part of us that doesn't want to do it, just plain doesn't want to do it. And the minute you say, I need to, or I should, or I have to, you trigger that rebellious inner adolescent. And you've got a conflict inside, and you'll procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate and procrastinate. So just a little reminder, okay? Don't make New Year's resolutions. Have New Year's wishes. Think about the new year is starting out trying real hard to be mindful of all the little tiny ways you self-sabotage. And catch yourself about to do that and make a different choice instead that will actually benefit you. Tiny little baby steps will take you wherever you want to go. I promise you they will. Tiny little baby steps. So if you do something healthy for yourself today, doesn't mean you have to do that tomorrow. But these things, these actions are cumulative, actually. They get easier and easier for us as we go along and make those conscious choices as we move through life. Will this benefit me, or will this take away from my sense of well-being and liking myself and respecting myself, etc., etc.? You don't have to be perfect at this. You just have to start maybe moving in this direction, okay? Okay. Bye for now.